The farmer is the teacher of the gardener. Um, Welcome to another episode. Still on the mirror of Friday, December 30th, 1977. We're on page 14 now. I think I've shown you the cover page enough. Let's go. Namshi. I will again show you this part. It's not very good, but I think the story is interesting and we can fix our own words there to make a full meaning. Kojo PAC glanced at his watch and it was 7:30, only half an hour to the farewell party. The word didn't come well, but I've said I think it's farewell. The affair is erased. To the farewell party that was coming on that evening. I think it's evening. That was coming on that evening at the City Hotel. He realized that it would be him nearly that time to drive there from Dichamso. It will be late for him. I think he realized that it will be late for him. No, it doesn't. It doesn't fix well. Okay, fix it yourself, please. Forgive me. Huh? Try to fix it yourself, dear viewer. He realized that it was him nearly that time to drive there from Dichamso. Okay, then the rest is part two. Then he bent over. He bent over to kiss his wife, Boachua. I have to, darling. She wrenched herself away. So when you cleanse the wife wrenched herself away. I have to, darling. Then she wrenched herself away. Five strong reasons. I think there are five strong reasons why you shouldn't go. I think the wife was against his going. There are five strong reasons why you shouldn't go. PSA laughed. What are they? What are the reasons? Bachua sent through the opposite, so to darken. No, I can't read the rest of the story. Okay, let's just keep a number of lines. Sorry to say, an appreciable number of lines. Then within 3 hours, and we have all the night to ourselves. So I think PSA is speaking to the wife, Boachua, I think so. Within 3 hours, and when we have all the night to ourselves. Third, I think these are the reasons the woman is preventing PSA, the husband, from going. So the second reason, we have only the ending of the second reason. The first we don't have. We may get late. We might get later anyway. Within 3 hours, and we have all the time to ourselves. Third, she said, her mind flagging. Third, she said, her mind flagging. You only take Fanta and Sprite, and how can you attend a farewell party where people only take strong drinks? The woman is wise. I think the woman is wise. I wouldn't allow my husband to go to a party and take very strong drinks and get dizzy. And when the woman put the palm on the head and bring it downwards, slant downwards, then you start. I think she's right. Okay, where people take strong drinks. PSA's laugh was throaty and convulsive. That is three. That is three, PSA's also. So that's the third reason. Okay, 4. She found herself scratching her head. You say that your boss is the most immoral man you have, is the immoral man you ever knew. What if What if da 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 da, eh? So who is speaking now? I think it's the husband. Four, yeah, that's the wife rather. Four, she found herself scratching her head. Huh? You say that your boss is the most immoral man you ever knew. What if, eh? She didn't complete the sentence. Then next, I think PSA is talking now. Well, inquired PSA. Yes, PSA is talking now. Well, inquired PSA rather sharply. What's that got to do with a party for a member of staff leaving for the States? We are getting to the whole story now. For a member of staff leaving for the States. Boachua's voice faltered. And the fifth reason, PSA asked huffily. Huffily here spelled Huffila. PSA asked huffily. Her mind was in such a we was in such a whirl that she was concentrating desperately, head in hands. Head in hands. Go, 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 please, go. Yes, I think she's getting angry now. Go, please, go. And I think that's the wife. PSA tried vainly to plant a kiss on her cheek. She had buried her face under the pillow. He closed the door. Later, she bolted it. She's angry. Closed the door. He was so inside there, bolted it. Action and reaction. Okay. PSA tried. PSA tried. Drove swiftly. No, it's bad English. Okay, let me read what I see. PSA tried, drove swiftly, telling himself that he would leave the party as soon as the major event, the presentation, was over. I think it should be PSA tried and drove swiftly, maybe and tried and drove. Let me put it there like that. PSA tried and be my words. Still, PSA tried and drove swiftly, telling himself that he would leave the party as soon as the major event, the presentation, was over. An absurd thought came to him. What if something should happen to Boachua while he was away? Okay. Mind you, he left Boachua in an angry state, in an angry mood while he was away. That had been her question. That had been her question through, though not allowed time to complete it. That had been her question, though not allowed time to complete it. Yes, PSA didn't allow her to complete it, but I think the woman was questioning if he went, what happened? What if something happened to her? Okay, his thoughts swung this way and that way as he drove, like straws on turbulent waters. Now, now on a crest, now in a trough. One now on a crest and now, sorry, no, there's no and then now on a crest, now in a trough. In a trough. I don't know if it's trough. Crest is spelled Crest, and trough is Trough. Sorry if I didn't call it well, pronounce it well. And unwittingly, he found himself doing a postmortem of Bachua's reasons for objecting to his attending the party. Paragraph 1. The safety of a lonely woman this time of the day at Dichemso of all places. Dichemso is a place in Kumasi. There are other villages called Dichemso. At Dichemso of all places where night raids and armed burglary were now taken as natural phenomena. No. PSA counted silently. One, two, three, yes, six in all houses that had been broken into within 1 month. Oh, you know this, and the man is preventing you from going, and you insist on going. Oh, okay. Uh, Broken into within 1 month. Within 1 month, something in his stomach tightened. Two, the coldness of the evening, which was conducive to you, to you know what. The coldness of the evening, which was conducive to you know what. He was filled with the picture of Ajua Buachua, a black beauty lying on her back, exuding desire and motioning for him to come and hug her, caress her, and satisfy her. Oh. A surge of passion swept through him, and the heartbeat became audible. Wow. Kai, I love that. I don't know if I can hear my heartbeat. Or ask your neighbor if he can hear your heartbeat. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, and the heartbeat became audible. Three, he, a teetotaler, attending a farewell party. That's another thought. After a brief reflection, that is no point at all, he said with the click of the tongue. In other words, he wouldn't drink. So whatever be the case, he wouldn't drink. That was his thought. Okay. Four, his boss, as amoral as a dog, as amoral as a dog. I don't know if it's immoral, but I don't know everything. Amoral here is spelled Amoral. His boss, as amoral as a dog. Full stop. That is correct. He mused. He remembered Mr. Odie Mensah's secret connections with Mrs. Boating, his secretary. I think that's the boss. He had an affair with the secretary who is married to Boating. Okay. With Mrs. Boating, his secretary. For his boss as Mr. Odie Mensah, that's the boss. Odie Mensah, that's the boss. Okay. There was the rumor about their usual lunchtime trysts at the Atomic. Atomic is spelled in capitals. It's a site. It's a place where I think people go to drink. At the Atomic. He was reported to have said that married women are the safest females for your guess what? Oh, though he found nothing wrong in departing from him. Though he found nothing wrong in departing from this credo and venturing into other species of women. So you see one reason why people like married women. I think you see they are safest. Okay, species of women. Okay, there was a trouble over the schoolgirl. Hey, it's a Casanova. Okay, there was trouble over the schoolgirl whom he offered a lift to his car. In his car, sorry. There was a trouble over the schoolgirl whom he offered a lift in his car. Then the latest scandal, the water closet affair, the water closet affair, in which he and the beautiful typist Claudia were caught doing their own thing at that place of all places. Abba, Abba, Abba. Huh? Are you a dog? Like my friend's wife used to ask him, "Are you a dog?" Place of all places. The messenger had to be fired on the suspicion that he had transmitted a rather or rather relayed the information. Abba. And you call such a fellow a boss. Okay. But, or rather, such a fellow calls himself a boss. Then, but something told PSA, you have nothing to fear. Yours is a very faithful wife, and it's a very faithful wife. And moreover, Mr. Mensah has never seen her. You would only have to worry if he had seen her, because in that case, he would never give up the battle until victory was won. Hmm. I have men like that, only wanting people's wives. Hmm? Oh, a man like till the victory was won. He forgot that he had already reached the city hotel, and the bricks screeched. Full stop. Hello, Mr. Piercy. I hope that's not the womanizer welcoming him. Hello, Mr. Piercy, said his boss. He is. Hello, Mr. Piercy, said his boss. Hello, Mr. Mensah. Hello, Mr. Piercy, said Mr. Ajiman, the guest of honor. Hello, Fred. But where is your better half? I think that's the boss asking. He wants to look at him, commit lookery on him. Hmm? But where is your better half? Asked Mr. Mensah. That's the boss. With the mischievous grin. With the mischievous grin. Huh? Okay. She's my watchman, always keeping the house. That was the answer of PSA. Mr. Mensah chuckled. Oh, yes, that is right. The thieves are now on the rampage, and only the firing squad can stop them. There was laughter from everybody. As soon as PSA left the house, Boachua folded herself up and started counting the minutes and hours. Come, Kojo, oh, come. She was praying childishly when sleep overcame her. Oh, sad woman. She must have been asleep for 2 hours or so when she heard a car pull up a distance away. Then came a heavy knock on the door, typical of Kojo's way. Who? She asked, as usual, pretending not to know who was standing there. There was another knock. A minute, please, she said, happy that she was soon going to fling herself into Kojo's arms. Quickly, she unbolted the door, but it was rather a tall, husky man in a deep red outfit, his eyes as blank as stone and snapping ferociously as Bachua looked closely at his rabbit-like ears. What a description! Oh my God. As Bachua looks closely at his rabbit-like ears and half-bald head, she thought she knew him. But where or who he was, she was not sure. That was not the time to remember anything. That was not the time to remember anything anyway. When the man spoke, she received a thorough spray of an admixture of beer and gin, which instantly gave her a belly ache. Oh, I hope this is not the boss. I hope this is not Mr. Mensah, PS's boss, the husband's boss. Okay, she stood there, dying by inches. Lord, save me from this man, she prayed inwardly. The tall man's hand was on her breast. Kai! Come on, go to the bed and behave like a good woman, or you will see. Huh? He brandished a long two-edged knife and bolted the door. She trembled. Women go through hardship. She trembled. Yes, she trembled, and a cold. She trembled, and a cold shiver ran through her spine. To the bed, ran through her spine to the bed. I said, commanded the rabbit's ears. Oh no, protested Boachua in tears. Quickly, I haven't the time. He snapped, he snapped, butting her stomach with the handle of the knife. I'm a busy man, you know. He wants quick, finish her quick, and go. I'm a busy man, you know. She slammed to the bed, snobbing, and the man threw his enormous weight on her body. How does your husband begin? How does your husband begin? He asked excitedly. Begin what? Begin what? Begin what? She asked. She asked back hysterically. He squeezed her lips. He squeezed her hips. Do you see what I mean? Oh no, but you are struggled, feeling at once that a familiar phenomenon, though quite unexpected, now had happened suddenly. That a familiar phenomenon, though not unexpected, now had happened suddenly. The man began stripping her eagerly, like a heartless biologist noting the reactions of a frog under vivisection. Under vivisection. What a breast you have, woman. Then, silence. What a navel. Silence. What a waistline. Silence. This is the rapist talking to her. I hope this is not Mensa, PS's boss. Okay. Oh, good Lord. Swelling like a cat. Is it swelling or sweating? Okay. It's swelling like a cat. He was up on his feet, beating heavily. Swelling here is spelled Swirling. I'm growing old, so sometimes I do forget a lot of things, a lot of words. Breathing heavily. Nature had evidently intervened, and there was red everywhere. Quickly, he unbolted the door and flounced out. He unbolted the door and flounced out. I think there was an interruption. Let me take that again. Oh, good Lord, swelling like a cat. He was up on his feet, breathing heavily. Nature had evidently intervened, and there was red everywhere. Quickly, he unbolted the door and flounced out. Presently, the car moved away, and Boachua, quivering like a plucked guitar string, uh, quickly bolted the door. She saw that the man had dropped his leather wallet on the bed. There was a key, a passport size picture of himself. He was drunk. A key, a passport size picture of himself, and 100 cedis in 10 cedi bills inside. 100 cedis, 10 bills. That's 10 of them. It was big money in those days. She sat on the edge of the bed, her chin in palm. Her chin in palm. And the room swam around her as the as she ruminated over the incident. Yes, as she ruminated over the incident. She did not know when Sleep overcame her, but before long, she was snoring. The party the party proved a great success, or the party proved a great success. The whole of Ashanti region, TUC, Trade Unions Congress, Trade Unions Congress, was there. The whole of Ashanti region, TUC, was there, and there was a lot of drink, or a lot of drink or bite, which meant that which meant that the the organizing secretary had honored the promise on the cards sent out. RSVP, uh, répondez, s'il vous plaît. Répondez, s'il vous plaît. Please respond. And some people say RSVP is rice and stew, very plenty. Respondents, so RSVP is some say rice and stew, very plenty. Which some comedians said meant, which some comedians said meant rice and stew, very plenty, or very plentiful. Okay. The only thing, that means the secretary organized the party well. Everything was there. Everything he promised was there. Okay. The only thing which nearly spoiled the occasion was the sudden illness of Mr. Odie Mensah. He had complained of an acute attack of stomach ache, which forced him to leave very early. He only feigned sickness to go to Pierce's wife and finish her, I guess. Okay, let's go on. Let's read on. So, of, the, of an acute attack of stomach ache, which forced him to leave very early. Anyway, he secured them as anyway, he assured them sleep would banish it. So after feigning sickness, he now assured them that when he sleeps, the sickness will go. Bah. Oh God. Okay. Uh, the Ajimans received a number of gifts, including kente cloth, golden trinkets, cufflinks, and starts, and elephant stools. PSA decided it was time he went home. Sufficient unto the day is the evening jollof, comma, he said jokingly to the Ajimans, who bade him a good night. He knocked, silence. A second knock, silence. Now the wife is being careful, even though his husband has come. She's now very careful. Second knock, silence. A third knock, Ajua, it is me. There were footsteps, and Bachua unbolted the door, sobbing. He wasn't just scared, he was dumbfounded. What has happened? What has happened, eh? He asked, his voice strangled. I told you, she said in a tone that that didn't quite accuse, but carried invertedness, invertedness, a suggestion of a suggestion of reproof. PSA sighed, fighting down the panic which he felt. What has happened, Adwa? Please tell me. Vachua was now weeping freely on his shoulder. He led her to the bedroom, but as he saw the crumpled and discolored sheet and the general disorder, his heart began to miss several beats. Okay. When the woman handed him the purse and its contents, his mouth sacked, revealing a hot tongue struggling for words. Whose picture is this? Whose picture is that? Kojo Bachua asked faintly. PSA hobbled, PSA hobbled the head successfully. The tongue, the tongue lolling out of the mouth now. The tongue lolling out of the mouth now. Mm. When he spoke, finally, the words were barely audible. That is my ODA Mensa, my boss. I tell you, I think I remember this story. Yes, I think I remember this story now. How? 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 Okay. ODA Mensa, my boss. Okay. Francis A. Aleppo, please send present address to Features Editor, The Mirror, P.O. Box 742, Accra. I think that's the end of the story. This is a footnote by the printer. Okay. Then, I think it's only a story. In other words, it's fiction. All short stories must be typed and double spaced on the side of the paper. On the side of the paper only. Stories should be between 5 and 10 typed sheets only. If you have a story with us and you haven't heard from us, please send a half address envelope to Features Editor, The Mirror, Graphic Corporation, P.O. Box 742, Accra. I think the Mirror is still in existence. I believe so. I've not been reading papers now. So that's the end of the story. All right. Anyway, it's been a nice story. Even though we haven't done even though part of it is done, it's still okay. I think we call it a day and hope for our next story, our next page. I'm hoping to go to our next page, which is page 15. Time for the kids. Then, not much to read, but much to see, as it's full of pictures. We shall all the same go there next time. And from there, I think we'll go to the cover page again. Derby, what's our sports balance sheet? So next time we come, we'll go to page 14. No, page 15. And possibly complete it with page 16, the back cover page. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. May God bless you very much.